audio and video. Alright, so let's take a look at the time and the date. It is Saturday, January 1st, 7:20 p.m. A customer that has had work done before at this shop got in touch with me yesterday and dropped this off late. And I'm normally off today. I think most people are on New Year's Day. However, the story behind this is that, and I haven't looked at it yet, we're going to look at it and go over it, but was that the HDMI port got broken before Christmas. And this customer's son hasn't been able to play since before Christmas, and a lot of the Christmas presents were, stuff for this, so hasn't been able to enjoy any Christmas presents. So let's get this thing opened up and start seeing if the HDMI port is our culprit. Alright, so we need to fish that out of there. That thing is actually caught like somebody had this torn apart. Hard drive's out of the way, trim plate. Let's ditch our magnet and go to work. Alright, so we're going to grab our HDMI and our power. I'm going to flip over to our KVM. And let's see if we can get no display out. And I will show you here. That's the microscope. Let me plug in the capture card that's grabbing. Oh, yeah, it's there. The capture card is grabbing. So we're getting no signal, and we are getting a white light. Okay. Come on now. Why we gotta fight about it? Come on, Sony. I thought you liked me. Okay. Let's get some ribbons out of the way. All these ribbon cables will pull out except one. It has a latch. The latch is... going to show you a much closer perspective. Let me grab a different pry tool, one that actually has an edge and is easier to spot. So there's a latch right here that will flip up. You can see there's a line, and if we went in quite a bit closer, when that cable comes out, you can see how much of it there is, and that tucks in with that latch up. When you go to put it back in, it will go in fairly far, and when you latch it, that latch will line up right across that line. Let's pull that out and put our latch back down. Wow, it squashed it. Man, legit squashed the wire. Well, hopefully it didn't cut through the insulation. I don't think it did, but it did squash the hell out of it, right? Now it's hard to see, but right there's a flat spot. Alright, we're going to take... What's going on there? Hello. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. So some of our wires are out of place right here. This piece of metal. We can see all of our pins are there for this side of the HDMI port. And all of them are there and intact and not bent out of place for that side. So it's starting up like normal, just has no display. Take a look at the back side of it as well. As you can see, nothing is cracked or ripped up. Now that I'm looking at it, let's get this back up on the bench and get the wire out of the way, and then I can show you what I'm now seeing. I'm not used to looking at these, but you see this offset from the metal to the plastic? I just now noticed that. Like, I never looked at it before. And you can also see right here, if we take a look, that metal tab's been flexed out, it looks like, and possibly broken off, as is evidenced. Hopefully that's in focus. I'll try and keep it on the screen where you can see it. All right, we'll go there. You get a little bit of vignetting, but I'm sorry. That's what you get when you mess with cameras, actual cameras and not microscope cameras. As you can see here, we've got this black plastic sticking out, the same offset. Metal tab missing, and on this side, you can see that there's another metal tab. Like, right, it's still on there. Almost like this whole thing was shoved inward. Also, if we just simply look straight, almost straight down on this, look how the plastic on this side is basically hiding our pins. And this side, we can see them sticking out. The connections on this board aren't set on that board at an angle like that. They're set on that board nice and straight, okay? So this plastic was shoved back. What we need to do is we're going to heat this thing up and take it off of there. And take a look at the carnage here. I know I poked it with the tweezers, but you can see that thing was shredded. Let's get our board in here. I can grab this little shield that I put down up off of there. Everything is still in place and took a lot less heat. I know that you can make the heat directional, but not something I do all the time. I fix computers and software, not consoles. So now we got to clean all these pads off here and get the rest of the solder out of there so our new port sits down nice and flush. Another thing that I like to check when putting a lot of heat onto a board like that is flipping the board over, and those components that I just said about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, all 7 are still there. So that's good news. Right now, let's go ahead and work on cleaning up our board. Okay, overall, not so bad. Lucky with a hit like that on an HDMI port. Dang. Alright, we're going to throw some flux down, run across there with some solder, and prepare to put our port on. I think that's doable, right? Get ready to put a port on this thing. Alright, let's find the customer supplied port. What's that screw about? Does somebody have an extra screw? Is that a screw we're missing from the system? Damn, we'll figure out where that goes. That was in the bag. Here's the thing, I'm gonna have to try and heat this side too. Look at those anchors. Do you see how they didn't fill? I don't like that. That one came up. No, that's there from Earth. So we really need to put some heat on those and get that on there. I need a big tip pronto. I can't get one tonight. It's not happening. So we're going with it like that. We're gonna clean this up for the final time and reassemble, get the thermal paste off, and build this PlayStation. I really need a bigger tip for doing those grounding legs, but it's either this or the micro pencil. And what do you think my chances are? The micro pencil would definitely stand no chance on those legs. No chance whatsoever. Everything's connected. It's not as fancy and flashy as some of them technicians out there do it. But we are connected, and we're going to see if we get the display. And we'll grab a quick HDMI. How's that? Okay, let's hit our power. See what happens over here. And we got display on our KVM monitor. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Where is it? Where is it? Don't do it to me. Show the people. Don't be a funny guy right now. Come on, man. Woo! Alright. I don't know what happened right there. We had a PlayStation logo. Is it sensing that it's not together? Ah, of course. You asshole. You didn't put the hard drive in. back a deal 480p. And I think, like I said, I'm not a console technician, but if it's listed and you can display it in that resolution and it switches to it, that means it's working, right? I'll call that that. It's now 11:18. I did pause the video a few times, just looking for, what's it called? What is this thing? Solder sucker. Looking for that and different tips for my air nozzle, and just take a break and sit down for a few minutes because I have a standing bench that I work at here. So yeah, but you'll see that, you'll see it in the video. We'll leave as much in as possible that's useful. Anyhow, thank you. We'll see you next time.